Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Gary. Welcome back today, and today we have a video on Overwatch for you guys. As you can see in the background, there's some Overwatch gameplay for you. But today we'll be talking about something that's going on with Overwatch, and that thing is a lot of people actually leaving Overwatch. Some permanently, some just for the time being, just to see how it goes. But, it's still people leaving Overwatch, and I just wanted to talk about why they might be leaving and some problems with that game at the moment. But first of all, I just want to mention I finally reached silver rank on competitive, and it took me 3 seasons to do it now. No, it's 2 seasons to do it. And yeah, it feels pretty good to not be a bronze. But let's get right into this. So the first point I want to make is the recycled events. Now we've got to the point now back in the summer games where it started to come to the time of year where the events were last year. And while the events of last year were very good, they're fun and stuff, I think a lot of people expected, change, just minor changes to maybe for this one, maybe you pick different heroes, maybe it's a different story, maybe it's a different part of Icon World, maybe it's on a different map completely, but they didn't do that. All they did was just copy and paste it from last year, and that's about it, really. They did do more skins and they added a new boss, but that doesn't make really that much of a difference, because new bosses, that's something like, if you're on an easier difficulty, it's not too hard to take down the summoner. It's quite simple, to be honest, but if you're on a harder difficulty, you might be a bit different, but that's about it. So if they did recycle something like the Uprising event, that would be just stupid of Blizzard to do that, because that's just, why would you do that? The Uprising event was just a special event. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what it was for, but it's just a special event that had stuff in it, and if they recycled that'd be a bit stupid, because I think that slot is for we want to give you a brand new thing every single year, even if we recycle all the other ones of that year. So yeah, I don't know how to. I mean, I do like the Halloween Junkenstein's Revenge event, but I only like it when I play with my friends, because randoms are just a bit and randoms in general are just a bit sometimes. But especially in that game mode, people just fight over the heroes all the time, and it's just a bit stressful, to be honest. So yeah, that's my first point about this game. Secondly, they've just reworked the heroes to no end. So perfect examples of these would be D.Va and Mercy. Now D.Va is a bit less reworked, she is basically the same hero. You can play her the same, it's just that she has a couple extra bells and whistles, So what they did really was just lower her matrix time, so she couldn't eat full Soldier 76 ults, and she's also got a new ability to make up for that, because they said they didn't want to nerf D.Va, but they just wanted to nerf her matrix, so they gave her another ability, which I think did balance it out, but she's still a different hero in general. And different people are now attracted to her because of what she can do, and other people may be like, I don't like D.Va anymore, I'm gonna go play this and this and this. But the second one, the most drastic one, definitely has to be Mercy. Changing an ultimate of a character and putting that ultimate as an ability is a ginormous effect. It's gonna have a ginormous effect on the community. Oh, my mic just went strange. It's going to have an enormous effect on the community in general, and it's just that now I used to know quite a few people that were Mercy mains. Probably one of my closest friends used to be a Mercy main, and he still sort of is, but he doesn't play it as much. But as soon as the update came out, it was just sort of like a load of my friends just stopped playing Mercy, because Mercy used to be this character where you just hide and heal people for a bit until you got your ultimate, and then you would just come out and res everyone. You know, you would save the game. It would be amazing, and that would be a Mercy. You know, that's a good Mercy right there. But now Mercy is more of this player that has to be in the fight all of the time, and she gets killed a lot more than she used to do. You know, so say on Junkertown, on the final point where you go around the giant spinny turbine thing, and off to that side there's like a load of rooms. Old Mercy would just be able to sit in there, hold left click or right click, and just point at the team as they were defending. But now she has to be right there ready to res anyone that is potentially important to winning the fight. And her ultimate ability now basically makes her invincible. I have rarely killed any Mercy's ulting, and it also lasts like a lot longer than her old ult, which she was still invincible for only about 2 to 5 seconds, I would say. I don't know the exact time, but somewhere in between there. And now she has her ult, I think it's 20 seconds, and rarely you see an ulting Mercy get killed. So someone like maybe a Winston or a Reinhardt or a Soldier, if they're good at aiming, or even McCree, you know, they might be lucky and take her out before she can get too high in the sky so they can't hit her. But yeah, that's just a very drastic difference with Mercy there. The next thing I want to talk about is competitive in Overwatch. Now, I know I said I just reached silver, I'm really happy at the moment, you know, stuff like that. But competitive in general is a very, can be a very toxic and mean place for players. So, say you just gone on like a 10 win streak and you're about to hit the next rank up. Say you're a silver and you're about to hit gold, and you're just like, yeah, if we win this I get gold, I'm gonna feel so good about myself. And then on your team there's 3 people that just went on a 10 loss streak, and they're being really, really toxic, and they're all in a group together so they can just, you know, fuel each other as well. And you lose that game, you're gonna feel like, oh god damn it, I've lost gold, you know, it's out of reach a bit more now. But those guys on the team that were being toxic towards you, and were being toxic in general anyway, are just gonna be more toxic. So on your team, usually you'll have all good people, you know, they'll be fine, but sometimes you get 1 or 2 people that have just had a really bad night, you know, really bad day on competitive. They just want to win at least one match and then they can just go away, but they can't seem to do that. So yeah, that's about it for competitive, I'm pretty sure. So on to the next thing, which is going to be the state of quick play. And yeah, quick play is quite the mess at the moment. Now, I know a lot of people just use it for warm up before they go into competitive, have that night of fun or toxicity, whichever kind of player you feel like being. But basically, quick play is just this mess where everyone chooses a hero they want to be and they don't give one. So I think gameplay you're watching right now, I think it should still be on. You'll see the team comp that is in there. That is, yeah, you can just see there's 5 DPS, and or right now I could be a DPS, there could be 6 or 5 DPS, but at the beginning I know there was 5 DPS and I was playing Reinhardt, and then I switched to Anna, then I switched to Soldier, and that is the moment I started having fun, when I picked the hero I wanted to. Now, I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. So obviously Overwatch is the type of game where you pick a hero out and you really like that hero and you want to build on that hero and you will play it all the time. But sometimes you can't play that hero, and even in quick play people still act like it's competitive. And I know a lot of people do use it as competitive warm-up, as I said, but it's not really a place to practice anymore. You know, you just get completely random team comps all of the time, and it's just a place to muck around instead of practice for some people right now. So you know, it's very hard for people who want to play comp to actually practice it in that environment, because it's quite stupid to them. Maybe I'm not really too sure. Let me just bring up my Word document. Yeah, it's just a mess, to be honest. It's not very, don't know what to say, but it's not very something Overwatchy. There you go. It's not very Overwatchy. Second to last thing I want to talk about is toxicity at an all-time high. So you go into competitive, as I said before, and every maybe 5 games you'll get a guy on your team. He's just like, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong. I've got this gold medal and that silver medal, and he's playing someone like, let's just say Junkrat, and he's got gold damage. Just like, yeah, well done, mate. You're meant to have one of them. But he's also got someone like silver objective kills. He's just like, he's boasting about that. But his actual kills, and he's the only DPS on the team, say his actual kills he has no medals for. And the person who has gold medals for kills is maybe the Reinhardt, which isn't that hard to get, but you still expect a Junkrat to have more kills than a Reinhardt in a fair match. But yeah, that's really the gist of toxicity. And I mean, there's a lot of different reasons for people to be toxic, but that's the most thing I've seen, where people are playing a hero which they should be getting golds in this and this, but they're getting golds in that and that. Or it could even be a good thing, you know, like when people are playing Mercy and they're getting golds in kills. That proves the DPS aren't doing their job, and also Mercy isn't doing her job as a healer. So, you know, there's two sides to every story. Last thing I want to talk about is the lack of support heroes I keep seeing. So, whenever I go into a comp game, all I just see is just no one wanting to play support heroes. Now, it used to be that everyone would want to play maybe Mercy or Lucio, but at the state of the game at the moment, there is basically no supports that anyone wants to play. So, yeah, it's just a bit stupid. And also, I think Blizzard needs to add a new support hero. If I just check right now, there are 4 healers. Now, I don't count Sim as a support hero. She is not a support hero. She does not deserve to be in that support hero slot. She needs to be a defensive hero, I believe so. But let's get back to what I was talking about. Yeah, they need to bring in a new support hero, not just a support hero, a healer. So nothing like Symmetra where it takes no skill to play, but something that actually takes skill, but is also fun at the same time, and actually people want to play that hero. So, you know, it's a big problem with Overwatch right now, that it's just, you know, spiraling out of hand, and it's quite stupid. But anyway, guys, I think that wraps this video up. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Bakay here, and peace out.